see how we get this little tiny circle over here? That's all you get to click. Like, if I try and click anywhere else on this track, I can't do anything with it. This is the greatest day in Scrap Mechanic for me right now. You have no idea. Look, we can actually race! Now, this is the part I'm most excited for. We are cruising up. Oh man, this is extremely disorienting. Oh, this doesn't even make sense. Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, today is a very special episode because the devs have added something new. It is the tile builder over there. Now, this thing is pretty amazing. So, it's only available on the test branch at the moment, but it's looking really, really good. So, how about we load into that tile builder and talk a little bit more about what is going to be happening in this video. Alright, so here we are in the tile editor. I gotta say, it feels really weird to be looking at something so different while still playing Scrap Mechanic. Now, this thing is extremely powerful. We can do a lot with this tile editor, but in today's video, I really wanted to focus on custom racetracks. I have made so many race cars in Scrap Mechanic, and I've made so many roads and so many things, and it never works properly, but I think we might finally be able to make perfect racetracks in this game. So we're going to be focusing on that today. We're going to make two racetracks. One of them is going to be something that I want to use for my F1 race car, so it's going to be like a flat track that we're going to race on. And then we are going to make a ridiculously crazy one that we're going to use. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I think in future videos we will focus on making some custom terrain that is actually, you know, like alien worlds and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool. So let's start getting into this thing here. So there is a few things here that we can look at before we start building anything. So we obviously have our file here, so this is where we're going to start a new map. We have the editor, so we'll have a grid there. We can reset the layout as well. And obviously here we can share it, so these tiles are going to be available up on the Steam Workshop. Now, I don't know if it's going to work right now with the test servers, if we'll be able to share these just yet. And then there's also help here, guys. I did peruse this little section earlier, so I can kind of look like I know a little bit about what I'm doing. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, though, is go here. We're going to make a new tile. I'm thinking we're going to jam both of these racetracks into this one world. So I think we're probably going to go with the extra large. So here we go. We have a massive tile. So we have to pretty much just slowly fly right up to it because the big extra large one is actually ridiculously big. Finally, at ground level now, we can see that there are some assets here, obviously, all the things that you would find in the game. Now, it's really cool, though, because you can really change everything, the color and stuff like that. Just for an example, anyway, I can spawn just a quick bush here, and you can see that you can very easily change the color of these things, so we're going to be able to make some extremely ridiculous worlds, but that will come in the future, like I said. What we're going to be checking out is down here at the bottom of the assets, there are some racetrack pieces, the thing that excited me the most. And the other tools, the terrain height, the ground texture, the ground color, and some grass and clutter, that is stuff that we will cover in a separate video because these racetracks, I am so excited, guys. I could literally cry right now. That is how excited I am for these. But alas, we might as well start building some stuff here, so there we go. We can click and drag, and that will bring out a new piece. So I did notice that the racetrack pieces, they seem to kind of spawn in at a very awkward height, which is kind of weird, but that is okay. So tip number one that I'll give you guys if you're using this thing is these position coordinates up here. Well, first of all, actually, let's kind of slide this stuff out of the way here. You can customize everything directly with number inputs. So for the sake of continuity and just properly making a track, the ideal thing to do, of course, is to just put it and use very specific numbers. So I'm thinking what we're going to want to do is definitely set these things to simple numbers like this. That way we can repeat them and just get something that will actually be usable. So this is extremely large as a roadway here. You can spawn a little dude by pressing spacebar, and there you go. This is the scale of that piece of track. Look at the size of that. It's ridiculous. I did not expect it to be this huge, but it actually is. So I'm thinking, though, we can definitely scale our piece. So we have a very special sphere over here. Now, this sphere is actually in control of these three tools up here. So you can move it on your 3 planes like this, you highlight it, it'll turn yellow, and you can move it around like that. So that's what I was saying, though. If you're using these absolute values here, though, then you will get a much more consistent build. So we can press W. It's kind of nice, actually. There's 3 different hotkeys, Q, W, and E right there. So W is used for rotation. So now if we see like this, we can actually, if you press S, so here you go, you can see you can spin them around like that, but if you press S, it's a pretty nice thing, it'll snap it to the grid, just like that. So if we give it 0 coordinates, oh, I guess actually that's the height right there, if we give it 0 there, and we have it set to snap to grid, then we should get perfect 90-degree rotations every time. So that's definitely something that's useful when you're trying to build something like a racetrack. Alright, so another thing that we can do is press E, though, and that will give us our scaling. So you can see it's kind of nice because that is also a value that we can put in. So we can go 1, which is that massive size, or we can, of course, just go to half scale like that. So that is definitely not too bad of a height. Actually, I'm going to lower it. But the scale, I think is that a good height? You know, I'm not too sure. I mean, sorry, is that the right size? I don't know. I think we're going to go with this size. That should be enough. You know what? Actually, no. I want this track to be ridiculously large. We're going to go with the full scale. All right, so here we go. Now that we've figured everything out, it's time to start building a awesome F1 racetrack. So here we go. We're going to slide that over. I think we're going to want like a starting line over here, maybe. And we are just going to keep on spawning more of these out. So like I said, guys, the reason why you want these absolute values is so that you can very easily move them around like this and you don't have to worry too much. One thing that I think would be really nice to add to this game was the ability to give something like one of the assets in the library a preset coordinate and rotation and scale measurement. So that way, every time you dropped one in, like, because if I drop another one in like this, you can see it's not even, like, these aren't even in the same angle. I take one out, and every time I take one out, it is a totally different direction. I don't know why that is. It can be kind of frustrating, because that does mean I do have to go in here and change the value every single time. Another thing that actually is pretty tedious that you have to do is move everything on the specific direction. So if I wanted to move this like over there, I can't do it. I have to move it in 2 steps. I have to go this way, and then I have to go that way. So hopefully they will add something that you can, like, just right there in the middle, you know, just right here, you click it and you can slide it around, but it'll keep the same height. Or if you went into a separate one, you could drag it up and down and around like that. So hopefully they add a few more things to this and they kind of make this a little bit more user-friendly. It's kind of nice, actually. In some instances, it's actually quite favorable to not give it a very specific rotation, so that way you can end up making some more customized track parts, and I suppose probably once you get into making like stuff that uses the other assets in the game, you'll be able to blend things way better like that as well. But definitely using both definitely helps the user experience. Another thing I just noticed actually is if you let go of something that you're currently editing, see how we get this little tiny circle over here. That's all you get to click. Like if I try and click anywhere else on this track, I can't do anything with it. I have to click the circle, but if you zoom out too far, then you don't see the circle anymore. So hopefully they'll make it so that if you just see this extremely massive track in front of you, you'll be able to just click the whole huge thing and be able to change the stuff that way rather than having to always fly back in and fly back out again. Just some food for thought. I gotta say, it's extremely difficult to start building things on 45s when you're trying to move stuff around. Alright, so there it is. It is my first little racetrack in the new tile editor. Super excited, guys. So let's save this. We're gonna go into a custom world and load it in, and then we're gonna try and race around on it. So let's check this thing out. Alright, this is it, guys. I'm so excited. There it is in the distance. I put 3 of them in there. I don't know why. Okay, whoa. Calm down here, F1. We gotta get there. Alright, so let's check out. Is there like some type of hitbox here? What's going on? Let's try and... Okay, yeah. It definitely knows it's there. That's good. Let's see if we can't use the lift to get up here. Let's... Oh, no. This thing is huge. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Can we do it? Yeah, I think we can make it. All right, perfect. There we go. Hop on top of the racetrack. Grab the car. I guess I could have went to the start area here. I'm not too sure. Let's see. So I was thinking the direction of this whole thing would be kind of like... Whoa. Do you see that weird texture behind the car? Interesting. All right, so... Anyway, let's try this thing out. So, I have been waiting for this for so long. Okay, we're gonna need strict follow cam. Watch this, guys. I'm hoping this is... Oh, wow. Look at this. For once, you're not flipping and bumping around. This is the greatest day in Scrap Mechanic for me right now. You have no idea. Look, we can actually race. We'll actually be able to race. Look at this! Wow. I have nothing to say other than that I am so happy right now. Wow, look at that. That is a very sharp turn that I made. So, I guess this is actually a little bit shorter of a track than I was kind of expecting, but there's some tests that I want to do, because all the racetracks that I've ever made before involved using concrete blocks. Now, I've definitely had a lot of issues with that. A lot of bumping, so I always ended up putting downward thrusters, but I have this version here, and I'm pretty sure if we check the connection tool, there should be no downwards thrust whatsoever. We only have forward thrust, so I'm thinking that... Uh-oh, that's a modded seat. Okay, I'm hoping that it won't flip too much. So, guys, remember, this is no downward thrust right now. This is all just the straight speed here. Oh, man, look at this. Oh, wow. So there's no downward thrust. This is... Okay, a little bit of bounce there. Oh, no. Good thing there's little bumpers, and I'm stuck. All right, we got to reset ourselves here. But I just wanted to test that. I wanted to see how much downward thrust was really necessary with this new tile. So, in the end, really happy with this. Okay, whoops. I think I might want to actually turn down these thrusters, because this is a whole new game of Scrap Mechanic, guys. Racing, race cars, like... Oh, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I am just so excited to finally be able to do so much more than ever before when it comes to cars. I'm hoping that we could even add, like, you know, people could add roads, you know, you could load little road tiles like this with details and stuff, and then we could actually start making stuff like cities. I think the future of Scrap Mechanic is gonna be pretty sweet. Alright, let's just do one more lap though here, guys. We're just gonna quickly zip around now that we're not going too fast. I should probably not hold down W either. This thing is so zippy though, it turns very easily. But like I said, guys, this is the future. Oh, that's the future. Nope. This is the future of Scrap Mechanic, and it's extremely exciting. So there you go. That is like a little bit of an F1 track. Now, I did mention, though, I want to make another one, and this one is going to be ridiculous. Alright, so I've loaded back in to the Racetracks kind of tile editor here, and this is where we are going to add the ridiculous racetrack. So I'm just going to time-lapse this thing because it might take me a little while. As you guys know, it is a little bit tedious while working in here, so hopefully they iron that stuff out. But let's get building, and I will see you very soon. Alright, that took a lot longer than I was expecting it to, but finally I've got some type of extremely crazy track here, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick little preview. As you can see, it starts right here. We got some birch trees as the start line there. It does a crazy thing there. And it does a really okay, this part here took me the longest to make. And then it ends right here on a natural rock ramp. So that is kind of like the finish line. First person to launch themselves off of the rock wins or something. I'm not too sure. But I think the only thing left to do, guys, is to load this into a world and see what happens. So let's check it out. Alright, so here it is. In all of its majesty, this humongous, ridiculous racetrack. I have here a very, very old creation that you might recognize from some time ago. This is a wall rider, though. So we are gonna try this out. I don't know how fast this is. I don't know if it's. I think that'll be fast enough. So we're gonna try this out, though, guys. So let's inch our way up to the start line here, in between the birch trees. And I guess we're gonna try and make it all the way over there to that rock ramp. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Alright, so far so good. You know what? Super slow. I'm gonna take the time to do this. It's totally worth it. Alright, here we go. Now this is what I'm talking about. Here we go. Oh boy, we're going upside down now. Oh man, controls are reversed. Remember that? Yes! No! No! I screwed up! Okay, looks like I gotta try this again. Alright, we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and we're gonna try this again. I did change the electric motor out for some gas engine, so hopefully that's a little bit better. So, here we go. Alright. I hope I do it this time. Maybe I'll just slow down. I'm gonna take my time. Whoops. That just freaked me out there for a second. Or I'm gonna take my time, though, just to... at least so we can experience this whole thing, you know? Oh man, this is crazy though. Like, I don't even know if I'm ready for this in this game. Like, multiplayer Monday is gonna be different from now on. Like, look at this. Oh my god. Oh, that was so epic. Careful. Oh, good thing for those bumpers. Now, this is the part I'm most excited for. We are cruising up. Oh man, this is extremely disorienting. Oh, this doesn't even make sense. Trying not to fall off. We're doing it. Uh-oh. No, my wheels. Okay, we gotta work some little kinks out of here. Oh, yeah, definitely. Here we go. I did it. Yes. Woo! Oh, that's amazing. That is ridiculous. And we just landed right onto the F1 track. That is perfect. Look at that. Holy crap. You know what, guys? I am gonna do that just one more time. It is just that much fun. Alright, one last time for a good measure here, guys. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try and do this a little bit faster, maybe. I do have to be careful at the end, though. I have some really messed up tiles. Alright, take it easy here. Oh, whoa, okay, I just almost lost it. Come on, go a little bit faster than last time. No. Oh, wait. Can I land on the other side of the track? Yes. Come on now. There we go. Nope. Okay, we're going over this way now. Can we just maybe land right here? Yes, yep. Okay, perfect. This is how this race was supposed to go, guys. Alright, here we go. Back on track. Oh, never mind. Alright, back up and over. This is my favorite part. This is why I wanted to do it again. I gotta make sure I keep the camera proper. Ooh. Okay, come on, just make it to the rock jump. Take it easy. Oh, the poor wheels. The poor wheels. Here we go. Yes! Ah, that's just perfect, isn't it? I gotta say, I want to thank the devs for adding such an amazing tool. You know what, though? We definitely saw in this video that there are some things that could be changed, maybe, for the best when it comes to this tile editor. But obviously there's so much to do, guys. This is just a little facet of what is to come, so be sure to stay tuned for some more tile building videos where we try some new things out. And maybe if you guys have any suggestions, actually, then be sure to let me know down in the comments if you want to see something specific done in the tile editor. I'd be more than happy to try it out, or maybe do the best that I can, because I am just so excited for this. I think I'm going to be making a lot more cars now, so I think I'm going to actually make like an official official racetrack and everything. Oh, this is so exciting. This is just the beginning, guys. So thank you so much, though, for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic. If you enjoyed the video, or if you enjoyed the new update, then let me know by hitting that like button. I certainly appreciate it, and we will get more people over here for some Endless Scrap Mechanic. And if you are ready for some more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, maybe even turn on the notifications, and you can get the latest, craziest stuff coming from me. So thank you again, and I will be seeing you in the next one, so bye for now.